What up, YouTube? I am back with another video. This time I want to share my reaction to the mass shooting at a California bar. I want to start this video by sharing the story. I couldn't find an updated video on YouTube about it since it happened, so I saved the news article saying horrific scene: 12 dead in Thousand Oaks, California bar shooting. Shooter identified as Ian David Long. And it goes to say, authorities are trying to piece together why a Marine combat veteran opened fire during a cottage night at a crowded country dance bar in Southern California, killing 12 and sending terrified patrons jumping through windows to escape. I just want to stop right there. So right there, we know he was a veteran. He's a war veteran. It says at the beginning he's a war veteran. You know what I'm saying? And that brings me back to I wonder how America feel about this, knowing that a war veteran did this, a mass shooting at a bar that was full of college students. You know, I don't know what's going on in the military, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not justifying what he did, but I'm pretty sure that being in the military and going back and forth to war or whatnot, or whatsoever, I'm pretty sure they play with your mind. You know what I'm saying? They bring all kind of problems to your mind. That's why military need to take those guys through full evaluations before they come home and put it back into society. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. That's how I feel about it. But killing 12 and sending terrified patrons jumping through windows to escape. Among the dead is a sheriff sergeant who rushed to the scene of the late night shooting Wednesday. So an officer died too after he was the first one to show up at the scene. He died too, man. These situations are just sad to me, man. People comfort each other at the scene of a mass shooting at a borderline bar and grill in Thousand Oaks, California, November 8, 2018. The gunman David Long, 20, wore a hood bandana and black clothing as he discriminately fired into the crowd. Ventura County Sheriff Jeff Dean said Long, who lived in the town of Newbury Park, killed himself as police closed in. Long was a former machine gunner and in Afghanistan war veteran who was interviewed by police at his home last spring after an episode of agitated behavior that authorities was told might be post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's clear right here they had post traumatic stress disorder. So that there should have been enough reason for him not to get approved for a gun license last year or whenever he did apply for his gun license. I'm pretty sure he showed these signs of PTS before last year. I'm pretty sure last year this just started where he started showing signs of post traumatic stress disorder. You know what I'm saying? That should have been enough just for them to not to issue him his gun permit where he can buy guns and firearms and whatnot and ammunition. Um, the violence erupted at the Borderline Bar and Grill, a country western dance bar in Thousand Oaks, about 40 miles west of Los Angeles. Hundreds of people fled in terror, including some who used bar stools to break windows and escape. It was a horrific scene in there, said Dean, who choked up at one point while speaking to reporters in the bar's parking lot. There's blood everywhere. The sheriff said police have had several contacts with Long in recent years. Most notably, police said he was angry and acting a little irrational when a mental health crisis team was called to his home earlier this year to investigate a disturbance. The team concluded Long did not need to be taken into custody. He said, in addition, Long was listed as a victim in a bar skirmish 3 years ago. So he was just in a bar fight 3 years ago. That's why I say that post-traumatic stress disorder, it was already being shown over the years. Just nobody took it serious because he always had a way to calm down. None of these previous situations led to him being arrested. Then he said at a late afternoon news conference Thursday, Paul Delacourt, assistant director of the FBI Los Angeles Field Office, said the crime scene, the gunman's home and car was being processed for evidence. but he said it was too early to determine a motive for the shootings. I really don't care what the motive was. I'm just mad that he killed himself. You know, it shouldn't be no motive to walk into a bar, walk into a church, or walk into a club, or walk into the streets and just go killing people for no reason. It shouldn't be a motive. That because it should never happen. That's why it shouldn't be a motive. You know, but I'm pretty sure it was a motive, but it doesn't matter now because he's dead and these lies won't come back from us knowing the motive behind this. We're hoping to paint a picture of the state of mind of the suspect, Delacorte said. Democratic Governor-elect Gavin Newsom, in his first public appearance since winning office on Tuesday, lamented the violence that has come again to California. It's a gun culture, he said. You can't go to a bar or a nightclub. You can't go to church or a synagogue. It's insane is the only way to describe it. The normalization, that's the only way I can describe it. It's become normalized. A Marine corporal long served for 5 years. So that dude served 5 years in the Marines from 2008 to 2013, including a 7-month tour in Afghanistan. According to Marine Corps records, Long earned several awards, including a Combat Action Ribbon and a Marine Corps Good Conduct Medal. Police say he was warned with a legal purchase Glock 2145 caliber handgun designed to hold 10 rounds plus one in the chamber. But the sheriff said the gun had an extended magazine that is illegal in California. After spraying bullets for almost 3 minutes, the gunman entered an office near the front of the bar where he was found dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. So he had a what kind of gun was that? He had a Glock 2145 caliber handgun designed to hold 10 rounds plus one in the chamber. But the sheriff said the handgun had an extended magazine that is illegal in California. And you telling me wherever he purchased that at, nobody took signs to see that, oh no, this is ex-military. What the hell can you possibly need with a gun with an extended clip on it? That's crazy. It's illegal in California to have an extended magazine. It's illegal. That means a extended clip on your gun. That's illegal in California. After spraying bullets for almost 3 minutes, the gunman entered an office near the front of the bar where he was found dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just want to know, why did you kill yourself? That's the only question I have. That's the only question, because a lot of people suffering right now. A lot of people lost their family, their loved ones, their friends, their co-workers. A lot of people lost people because of your actions, and you killed yourself like a pussy. I feel like everybody that's doing these mass shootings and killing themselves out the war is a pussy for doing it. You're a very pussy. Be a man and come do the time for what you did. Face the world, let the world see this is the dumbass that did this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. There's no way to explain this. It's getting out of hand. It is really getting out of hand. You walk into a bar with a hoodie on, dressed in black, open fire on country dance bar popular with college students in Southern California. You killed 11 people. You took 11 lives and injured other people. And then kill yourself like a pussy. Where they do that at, man? I mean, this stuff is getting out of hand. Like, it's really time for America to sit down and really evaluate these gun laws. Yes, y'all put these laws in place centuries ago, but as you can see, things have changed a lot since you guys first made these gun laws. It's time to reevaluate these gun laws, make it stricter to get guns. Make it stricter to get guns. It's that simple. Any kind of extended magazine that could be made for a gun should be the only military should have access to it. And then when they leave the military, they leave all that right there. It's just that simple, man. Because this stuff is very sad, man. I mean, when I heard about this, when I got the word, well, actually when I was sitting at McDonald's, my coworker told me about it. And then he pointed at the TV screen at McDonald's. And I looked at it like, wow, a shooter at a bar in California. I thought it was game related at first, but when they went to talking about it more in details, I already knew it was something concerning the military because when they said he threw in smoke bombs and then with the shooting. Like, who else? I know smoke bomb not easy to use. It's easy to use, but who else would think of that? Military. You know, it's crazy. I hope the military really start evaluating these guys more, or people, veterans more, before they release from the military back into society, because that got to be a lot. I'm not making the excuses, but military really need to look at their procedures, because you don't have people that fought in these wars and seeing all kind of outrageous things, and imagine how hard that is to sleep with at night. Imagine how hard that is to process. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making excuses for this mass shooting, but I'm just trying to send a sign to the military, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how people feel. How would you feel? You don't did 7 months over there Afghanistan fighting the war, seeing people head get blown up that you talking to, you killing people, blowing their head up, blowing their body parts, and so forth, so forth. How stable would you be in the mind after experiencing all that? How stable would you be in your mind? Think about that. But with that being said, man, I just want to wow, this is crazy. I just wanted to send my condolences to everybody that this situation had an effect on their life, man. You know, I just want to just send my condolences to y'all, man. Everybody that lost someone, everybody that was wounded. You know, I just want to just hope that God will protect y'all and give y'all the strength to get through this, man. I know it's a tough time. I know this is a very tough time, man. You are having a good time, and now you running from your life. Now you seeing people, your loved ones, the people you're close to, your friends, and students getting running from gunfire and dying to gunfire. It's crazy. Didn't do nothing wrong. Then 11 people dead. You know, I wish they would make it well when the news report these kind of incidents that they don't even mention the killer, the one that did it. Just okay, mention one time this was so and so, he did it. Okay, leave it at that. Don't care about his past. Don't care about his history. Don't care about whatever good deeds he did in the world. Let all that be. All that ends with this incident right here. His name should be never mentioned again because of that. You know, let us know the ones that was killed. What about their lives? What about them? Let us tell us about them. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy how this stuff just steady happen consistently, back to back. I mean, back to back, 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 shooting after shooting after shooting. It's like, it's really devastating to see this over and over, man. It is really devastating. I mean, wow, it's very devastating, man. Pretty soon it ain't gonna be nowhere safe. Pretty soon it's gonna be nowhere safe to hang out. Not even hanging out at home gonna be safe anymore. You know what I mean? With what's going on. I mean, how many more places left can a mass shooting happen at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just getting out of hand, man. But I just want to just ask that everybody remain strong and that God wrap his hands around everyone that's infected by this mass shooting, and that God give y'all the strength to pull through this together as one. Everybody pull together as one and put lives back together. I know things won't be the same after that night, but it got to get back to normal some kind of way, man. And then all the legislations, let's get together and look into these gun laws and make it harder for people to get guns. That's why a lot of people move from New York to other states, because it's easier to get guns. Even cops in New York can't get approved for a gun. Let's bring those same law to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, man. It's getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. Any kind of extended clips or magazines, as they call it, need to be all shipped over to overseas. Need to be shipped all over to overseas, where only people overseas can have access. I mean, people in the military can have access to that kind of firepower. Nobody in America need any kind of gun with a extended magazine on it. So I just want to just pray that God help all y'all to pull through this and bless y'all to deal with this situation and give y'all the strength to move forward with life. I know it's gonna take some time, but just hold strong and just pull together. Pull together and put your trust in God. Only God is the only one that can give you the strength to get through this situation. So with that being said, that's how I feel about this situation. If y'all like this video, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share.